picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again. Okay?
Place, and you need to look for the Bitcoin ATM machine, okay? And I'll keep guiding you accordingly, okay? Because if I explain everything, it's a machine, so I'll be guiding you once you be there. So are you ready to step out?
Yeah, but I've always heard that that bitcoins are like used by scammers. Like regular people wouldn't use bitcoins.
Well, I totally accept it, okay? But yesterday you have seen each and everything, okay? With the bank as well, okay? Both the accounts where I asked you to do the transfer, okay, they were not accepting because they were after the transfer fee. And secondly, if I ask you to send cash inside a book, that is not right. That is illegal, okay? Now, over here, you know it, Maddie, that yes, the money was wrongly credited, okay? So it is not that I'm trying to scam you or I'm trying to take money from you, okay? You know for the fact that yes, there was a 40,000 credit, don't you?
Yeah.
So there is no question about being scammed or anything. And how was your night yesterday? Did you sleep well?
It's okay. I'm feeling tired still.
I can totally get it. I thought, I was about to say that can we talk for a few more minutes, but I thought, you are literally tired, so I thought, you should have a proper rest and we can talk in the morning. But anyways,
Yeah. So, how was your wife last night? Was she nice to you?
yeah, everything was fine. By the time I reached home, my kids was already, they went to bed. So I just went, took my shower, had my dinner, and I just went off to my bed. Used my mobile for an hour or so. Got up early in the morning around 4:45. Came back to work directly.
Wow. So can you tell me what I would do at this Bitcoin ATM? Because I don't know how to use that.
Well, the best part for the Bitcoin ATM machines are that you can be on the phone with me while you are inside the ATM. So that's fine. I will guide you at every step once you are at the place. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Now, you told me it's hardly 10-15 minutes from your place that Elizabeth town, Turkey Hill.
Yeah.
So, and one thing, okay, that will be needed over there would be your uh, ID proof, okay? They will be asking you for a picture of your front and the back of your driver's license or any form of ID proof. So, before you step out, I would rather suggest you to take a proper picture of both front and back of your driver's license.
Oh, okay.
So, for how long did you took Scooty for a walk?
Oh, about half an hour. I don't like to leave him alone if I haven't walked him. You know?
And is it Scooty or Scooty? Is it D or T?
It's SCOOTY. Scooty.
Scooty, okay, that's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any dogs?
No, not.
Oh.
Actually, my wife doesn't like dogs. That's why.
Oh. Do you like dogs?
I'm not afraid of them. I would rather say.
Oh. Well,
she's literally scared.
Well, Scooty, everyone's scared of Scooty. Yesterday I was walking him and he's only like 6 pounds, which is like, 6 pounds are like 2 kilograms. And a huge dog that weighs like the same as me, that's a pit bull, came up to him and Scooty barked at him and he ran away.
It happens.
Yeah, so you'd probably be scared of him.
Big body, no show.
Yeah.
So have you taken the pictures?
Oh, you want the pictures now?
Oh, I don't want the pictures. Okay, I don't want it. Okay. But you will be needing it at the ATM machine. They will give you a number for the Bitcoin where you will have to send that pictures.
How do you load pictures into an ATM?
Actually, as I told you, once you will be in front of the machine, I can guide you every step.
Okay, well, I'm pretty nervous because I don't know how to use it.
You can simply calm down. I'm always there for you. Don't worry. I'll guide you. Okay, so you can get going. You can keep me on speaker. Okay, and I'll be there at every step of there.
Okay.
Once you're inside, I'll be guiding you with every step. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, I was worried last night because I kept hearing like something weird on my phone. After I got done with you, I was talking to someone else and I didn't hear it, but when I was talking to you, I kept hearing something weird. Like I was hearing like someone say like, "Go ahead, please." And I wasn't really sure who it was.
Maybe that Alex Burger might be the one.
Oh yeah, maybe it's the Alex bugger.
No, sir. I want Maddie to disconnect the call immediately. We're watching you. Midanam Adhikari Raj Patel, hey. I've hacked into your phone. Go ahead, please.
Fantastic.
Tumhara asinam kya hai, Kamini?
I'm sorry?
Don't be sorry. Just, we're watching you. You can't do anything. You're going to hang up the phone on me, and you're going to call her back and tell her you're not a scammer. But you know what? I'm in your phone, fucker. Mera naam Raj Patel hai. Tumhara asli naam kya hai? Actually, we might have that. You won't get another victim today. Tum mujhe block nahi kar sakte chutiya. We're watching you. It took a while, but we're watching you. If I were you, I would just turn off your phone and go hide, and then tomorrow think about finding a new life. How could you do this to people? You sound ridiculous.
What?
What? Go ahead, please.
Mario,
Talk. Say your piece.
Mario, I'll send you a text, okay? I'll send you a text.
I'm going to see the text. I'm in your phone, fucker.
I want to talk to you.
Why do you do this to people? This is the last person you're going to talk with today. Trust me, I'm going to be on your phone like all day long.
Good morning, everyone.
Bob Milty, hey.
Good morning.
Morning, y'all.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. It's great to see everyone. Hey, Messy. That was our friend from yesterday. His name is Danny. And as you could tell, he did the whole refund thing. He put $40,000 extra into my account. And I'm supposed to return $20,000 in a Bitcoin ATM, and then he'll let me know later how to send him the other $20,000.
Idiot. Bevakoof, we would say in India.
Yesterday we got one international account out of Cambodia, and we got one domestic account. I gave the domestic account to Pierogi, who reported it to the feds, which worked for us. I think Pierogi said it on his stream the other day, but this happened before, like the week before the People's Call Center. I got a address. I sent it to Pierogi. He sent it to the feds, and they were able to intercept a $20,000 package. So
thank you, MJ.
Thanks so much, MJ. Really appreciate that. So hi down to our friends down under, MJ. So it was
a lot of down under here today.
Yeah.
It's that kind of morning.
Yeah,
and it's late over there, so very flattering that so many Australians are with us.
Yeah, for sure. So it felt good that the work of getting the bank accounts and the bothering Pierogi with them paid off for somebody, because they were able to intercept the $20,000 package. So that was great.
What's up, Jim? Yeah, it's you always want to be careful that we don't rage too early, but I follow your lead. If you say go ahead, please, it's fair game for the curse words and scaring them. So you got your information, it sounds like. So hopefully at this point, this guy is just shivering and will not scam anyone else today, at least.
Yeah, I hope so.
But you try to implement the fear, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But hopefully he's like, what the hell just happened? Yeah. Either way, he thought he had you on the hook for all that money, and he's not getting shit.
I know. So either way, it's a good day. I love disappointing scammers, right?
Yeah.
So I played like 3 little clips while I was getting him on the phone, and that is our guest today. He is a former scammer. He is a police informant, or was a police informant. I'm not sure if he still is. And he has a YouTube channel and an Instagram where he posts like some videos of nature and stuff. So that was our guest this morning. That was that I played those 3 clips of.
I cannot wait to talk with him, because his channel is a newer channel, and we'll get into that with him. We won't talk too much now about it, but the videos that he makes are so amazing, and they're short. but we always want to show videos, anything we can do to show the good in India. And what he's doing in these videos, I mean, the nature and in the photography and the editing. He's a newer channel, and I hope he really grows, because the channel needs to be shared. It's got so many nice beaches and sunsets. I binge watched his videos over the last day or two when you told me we were going to be speaking with him, and I'm just excited to talk with him about scams and also about some of the videos and also the good in India.
Yeah, and if anyone's on Instagram, his Instagram is even better, kind of. You know, no offense to his YouTube channel, but his Instagram, he puts a lot of, you know, pictures. He takes like, you know, like basically professional, like professional like photos of flowers and nature, and so it's really beautiful. Oh yeah, thanks BB. I was on that Asia documentary for like 10 seconds, but for some reason they distorted my voice. I have no clue why. I didn't ask them to do that or anything.
That's awesome, because I know you were saying that no one really could know it's you, and then BB just said they can definitely see that it's you. So I don't know if we still have that link that we can post to that documentary, but I mean, people should check it out, and you'll hear CJ.
Oh, I wanted them to tell him it was me. I wanted to get subs from it, but
well, you know,
they didn't.
Settle pedal. You got like 3,000 in a week.
Yeah.
You'll get more.
For some reason, they didn't say it was me, and they distorted my voice, so I don't know why. Thanks so much, Dave.
Oh, so nice of you, Dave.
Appreciate that.
And I can't chat too much because there's so much going on. I got notebooks, and I was doing research, and then we were going to deal with that guy that you had on, but I'm watching everybody I haven't seen in a while here. Harley, Trish, you know, Dill, Chester, New Moon. Well, she's always here, but I mean, it's just nice to see everybody, and I'm sorry I can't, you know, chat. What's up, David Bryan?
Yeah,
and I'm just kind of watching the chat a little bit, so and if somebody can post that link to that documentary that you're in, that would be cool. I don't know if it's possible to do that at this point, but
yeah,
people need to see it.
It is on YouTube now. The first few days it wasn't, so.
Nice.
It's great to see you too, Trish. Hi. And thank you again to all the mods and the members. We love y'all.
I was catching up on my YouTube yesterday a little bit, and then I was trying to put together a 400-pound table, and it kind of just knocked me out for the rest of the day. But I was on my YouTube a little bit, and I came across your video interviewing Ashton from about California, you know, from Trilogy Media, and that was a cool little short.
Yeah.
And you know, he had good things to say about California, so maybe we'll head out there and do our stream from there one day.
Yeah, I definitely think we should. That would be amazing. Maybe we'll go to TwitchCon and then we can see them all there. We'll have to see them. How that all works out.
Oh, that's San Diego, I believe that's in, right?
Yeah.
Is that in San Diego? I don't know. Actually, I would love to go to San Diego. I don't know if I could even afford to walk down the street in that in that area, but I've always wanted to go to San Diego. Did I lose you?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
I got distracted by this guy who's texting me, the Bitcoin scammer we were just talking to. He's distracting me. Oh,
of course. I already told him what's going to happen. He's going to text you saying I'm the scammer. Everybody knows that. It's not our first date at the GOAT show. Guy's an idiot.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, yeah, I would love to go out there. I don't know, like, do we just invite ourselves, or should I like message Ashton and be like, we want to come out? When are we invited? Or
yeah, well, I mean, you're all buddy with everybody now, so I'll leave that in your hands. I'll just lay back and chill and tell them I'm a big drinker, and maybe they'll say, okay, come right now.
Morning, Lisa. Yeah, oh yeah, if you buy them some drinks, they'll definitely hang with you. But we could just be like, we're in town. Have us on the show. And then they just like not give it much of a choice. But anywho.
Well, you know, I don't know if I said this the other day, but I was looking at going to Australia. You know, we were talking about that a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And obviously I know plans have changed for you and for me or whatever, but I was still toying with the idea of trying to go there, and I don't want to fly. So I said, you know what? I'll take a cruise. Man, $22,000 they want to go on that boat from New York to Australia, and it only stops there for one day. It's the last stop. It's not like you can just pay $22,000 and get a ride there. They want you to stop everywhere else in the world as a priority, and then it stops in Australia for one day.
Good Lord.
What the hell are you going to do in one day?
It's like a round the world tour or something?
Yeah, it's an amazing cruise, I guess, if you want to go see all those exotic places, but I just wanted to get to Australia and not fly.
How long does it take? How long does the whole cruise take?
It's like 50-something days.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that. I mean, I think we'll see about driving across the Bering Strait if it's frozen enough, and I can drive through Russia. It's not like they have a lot going on. And then maybe I could drive there somehow. I don't know.
Well,
but
yeah.
I don't think I'm taking that $22,000. Although with gas prices, it might cost that much in gas to drive there.
The other option.
Now you're wondering how the hell are you going to drive because it's surrounded by water, but we'll deal with that when we get to the end of the closest place. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe you can drive from Alaska across the frozen into Russia. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we got Chester Drawers with us today. Yeah. Hopefully he's all set with some amazing stories, and enough of my rambling.
The other option is you could just take like 20 planes to get there. Like you just go a few hours, then you stay there for a day, then you go the next day, you go a few hours, then stay there for a day.
Oh my goodness, it would all add up to be the same price. All those planes, all that getting off, getting on, checking the baggage, not checking the baggage, you know.
Just don't take baggage. I'm sure Ozzy can hook you up with some clothes when you get there. What do you need?
Yeah, well, no, I don't need. You give me some kind of a reptile T-shirt, and I'm fine. I'm not real picky about how I dress anymore. But yeah, I travel light. You know, carton of cigarettes. That's about it.
By the way, that was another thing that I was amazed at for Carl Rock. He's in the U.S. for weeks, and literally he just has like one small backpack. I'm like, dude, if I was going
He seems like that. Yeah. He seems that way. He seems like he travels light, and he's the kind of person that would like travel through Europe with a backpack and go and stay at hostels and then try to experience the food and the culture. That's just the impression I get. So it makes sense if you say he travels light.
Yeah, but I was like,
yep.
Like I was coming within a drivable, like I drove to get there all day, and he flew from India, and I had way more stuff than he had. You know.
Oh, I bet. Dude. You probably have like a 3-week clothing thing. I know how you girls are.
So they're asking, Trish asked, do you not fly?
Well, no, I fly. I used to fly all the time. When I was younger, my parents took me around the world, and I spent time in Egypt and other Middle Eastern countries and Germany, and I love flying. I'm not scared of it. It's the problem is this MS nonsense that I've been blessed with. It's to be in an airport with that many people and online and I need to be near a restroom just because I have a nervous system disease. And unfortunately, you drink a little bit of water and you have to use the restroom. And it's just, I'm not going to sit there and fly. And then to pay first class was too much. So, I'm just nervous to fly and all that.
Yeah.
So
Especially on that
It's nothing
flight.
about a fearing of crashing or any of that stuff. I mean, everybody I think gets that when you're on a plane, maybe a little bit, but I don't care about that. If it's your day, it's your day. It's more of the waiting at the airport and the traveling and the parking and I don't know.
Yeah.
I just can't do it at this point in my life. I think it's just I was just looking for an easier way.
Yeah, and I'm kind of the same way. It's like I'll fly when I have to. Like if I ever go to India, I have no option. I have to. But I would much prefer, because I feel like it takes a whole day to fly anyway, even if the flight is short. Because you, like you said, you have to get to the airport like 2 hours, at least 2 hours early. 3 if you have to park too far, and you have to ride a shuttle from the parking lot to the airport, and you have to go through security, blah blah blah. I'd rather just spend a whole day driving than flying if I can, but I'll fly when I have no choice. So I think we're kind of similar like that, you know.
You know, I mean, it's not my favorite thing in the world to do, but of course it's they say it's safer than driving. There's more accidents a year in driving, but you get in a car accident, you're probably gonna survive and be banged up. Your plane crashes, you're not gonna just wake up in the morning feeling a little sore. I mean, it's game over, I think. But it reminds me, like, I used to work for a company and we were based in Minneapolis, and they made us fly to a convention like a week after 9/11. And it was like, cancel the flight. I was so upset that I had to sit there on a plane, and I was next to the most racist individual you can ever meet in your life. And some guy starts speaking in his own language, and it sounds like a Middle Eastern dialect. And the guy next to me is like, "Oh, that's not right," and he's freaking me out the whole time. And I'm like, "Get me off this plane!"
Yeah,
So
that would be freaky.
But it's safe. I mean, the planes are generally very safe. It's just my neurological nervous system issue that's hindering my thoughts right now.
They're safe, but they're not comfortable. I can't, like, it's way more comfortable to drive. You can stop, at Wawa or whatever you call it. You can get a drink. You can have some control over your trip. You can, but yeah, but it's just necessary sometimes. So.
Well, right now I'm looking into hot air balloons. That might be the cheapest way, and it might be quicker than a cruise. I'm going to see if you can take a hot air balloon around the world. I know people have done it in movies, so I'm going to look into that.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, well, Chester, are you ready to bring us the news? Because we haven't heard the news in weeks, and it's all your fault.
I don't know what's going on in the world. Although I've been following that case of that Russian women's basketball player who was detained in Russia for having a tiny bit of hash at the airport, and she pled guilty. And I'm curious to know her sentence, and I think it will be the verdict will come out today. So I'm following that one.
What is hash?
What's that?
What is hash? What does that mean?
Oh, it's a wonderful drug. No, I mean it's almost like it's an illegal drug, and Russia doesn't play. And when you're in someone else's country, you have to follow their laws. But of course, she's saying she didn't mean to bring it. It was just like in her little vape pen, and it's legal here in a lot of areas. So it's not like she really did anything, morally incorrect. But in Russia, when you're in a different country, you have to play by their rules. There was a crazy story I used to follow from Australia, the Bali 9. If anybody doesn't know them, please look them up. They were young kids, and they got caught up smuggling drugs out of Indonesia, and they got the death penalty. And it seems like it's barbaric to us, but when you're in another country, you have to play by their rules. Right. You have to. You don't mess around. And obviously she's saying it was a mistake, so I won't judge and get into that. But I definitely feel bad for anybody who's going to be in jail for 10 years over just a little bit of substance. So that's just my opinion. Who the hell am I, right? But we'll see what the verdict is today. I really hope she gets the minimum, but you never know what's going on in the world right now.
Oh, I didn't hear anything about that. I don't have a clue.
Yeah. I mean, it'll start showing up on your Google feed after the verdict's announced. I'm sure it'll get more publicity, but especially since the war's going on and they're talking about inmate trades. Like we have somebody who's in jail for breaking the laws here, and they're Russian, and maybe we'll trade that person for her. So it's kind of like the political case at this point, because it's in the middle of a war and she's being detained. So we'll see.
Wow. Crazy.
Yep.
Well, is there anything new with Amber and Johnny?
Oh my goodness, it never ends. My Google just blows up. My phone, it gets these alerts. And apparently, well, first of all, he sold some paintings the other day for $3.5 million. So he's doing fine. And then he wanted to, I guess some court documents came out. He wanted to, I guess, put into evidence nude photos of her and evidence that she was an escort and she was a stripper. And the judge said, no way. And then Amber wanted to put in evidence about his erectile dysfunction. His doodle dasher isn't working like it used to. And she had medical records that she wanted to submit that he takes medication for that. And the reason her lawyer was saying that's relevant is because there was the whole scene that he did horrible things with a bottle, and they were trying to make the case that because that's the only way he could do it, I guess. So yeah, it's getting crazy.
That's weird. Why
crazy.
Are they even doing that? Like, isn't it over? What's the point?
I don't know. I think it's just people like me that have no lives, that get these updates. They just keep it going, and they should just let these people in peace. And I'm guilty as much as anyone. When it shows up on my thing, I'm like, oh, I got to read that.
So they're like, Amber and Johnny are like, what can we do to entertain those that don't have any jobs right now?
Yeah, well, he's becoming more and more successful, of course, because his painting sells for $3.5 million. I know from somebody that tries to sell paintings, I'm lucky if I get $100 on eBay, and then after shipping, you might net like $70 or whatever. And I'm like, I just sold a painting. Johnny Depp sells something for $3.5 million. Yeah. He's more popular than ever. She's selling off her collections and houses and whatever because she's apparently bankrupt and can't afford to pay. So I think he came out the winner of the two. Yeah,
and your paintings are super awesome too.
Well, no, thank you very much, but no, they don't really compare to a Johnny Depp. But I appreciate that.
All right, Chester, are you ready?
All right. Come on, Chester. What are you doing? Having tea? Get in here.
Get in here, Chester. What's taking you so long?
Good morning to each and every one.
Good morning, Chester. Welcome back to the Morning Scam Show. Where you been?
Oh, I've been around. Basically keeping up with what you've been doing, CJ. That's a whole newsworthy thing in itself.
I mean, have you checked Google lately? I mean, it's all about CJ scams.
Yeah, so, I know.
Yep.
I think we should be asking for a pay rise.
Yeah, well, sure. Let me know if you're making any money doing this, because I'll be the first to get behind you and beg.
That would be a no, except Mr. DA is nice and gives me some bits while I'm streaming.
Yeah, DA's awesome like that. DA, give us a raise. No,
yeah,
just kidding. Just kidding, DA. You do enough.
Yeah, so it's been a crazy couple of weeks. Just doing stuff, real world stuff in the event industry. Unfortunately, this is my silly season, and I say silly season with good reason, because the good ideas departments for events they've finally been released after a sort of hibernating for the last couple of years, and boy, are some of these ideas stupid, even to the point of dangerous. So that's why I've been away. I've been firefighting. I've been catching up with them. But anyway, that's enough of the depressing news.
But let's hold on. Let's stop the clock for a minute.
Okay.
What season is it?
Silly season.
Can you say that 20 times fast?
I can do, but I'm not going to.
Okay. No, we have content today. We don't need to kill time with nonsense. But I was just wondering, silly season.
Silly season. It's almost red truck, yellow truck.
Yep, and you're on the blue team, I think, right? Or is it fungi or red, blue? I don't know what's going on over there.
Yep.
All right, what do you got for us?
Yeah, fungi is definitely a blue. No, he killed me for that.
DA, thank you so much, DA.
Yeah, you're awesome. Anyway, you want to hear some news, don't you?
Yeah.
I would love it, man. I've missed you. I've missed you. I was just talking the other day when you weren't on. I was all worried, and I think on Discord we were very short with each other, and you said crisis management, and I was worried that you had something major going on, and you said no, and it was just about what you just explained. It was your work. So anyway, you're back, and I'm happy.
Yay!
Yep.
Yes,
I'm happier than yeah, well, never mind when I'm happier than. But yeah, go ahead.
You're happier than a person that's been to a place with a happy ending. But anyway,
I was going to say a Gandhi with a bag of doodle dashers, but I was trying to be politically correct today.
Similar sort of thing. It's a continuation, basically, of what you guys have been talking about already. It's a bit of transport, and it's something which we all love. It's about food, and the first story happened here in Thetford in Norfolk, over here on the east coast. A giant tortoise brought trains to a halt when it was found on a railway track. The animal was, the animal was spotted east of Thetford on the Cambridge bound railway line at about 12:40, and 3 services had to be suspended partially whilst they tried to recover the tortoise. The pet shop where it escaped from, I don't know how long it took to get to the train tracks, but said that Clyde, that's its name, had gone missing on Sunday, and it it had been hit by a train, but it's okay. It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
It was a very large and substantial part of the rail network, and this was a massive tortoise. It took 3 people just to lift it, but it was all came to a happy ending when it was recovered and the owners of the pet shop collected him. The vet gave him a clean bill of health. But yeah, so a giant tortoise held up trains over here in Norfolk the other day.
I mean, as much as I really am an animal lover and reptile lover and don't want to see anything bad happen to any tortoise, I mean, what the hell was it thinking to be on a train track?
Yep.
Hopefully it's a happy ending and he's fine and he's back in loving arms, and hopefully he will never venture out and end up on a train track again. He learned his lesson.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think with the train strikes that we're having over here, he probably decided that it was quicker, rather than wait at the station for a bus or anything, it was quicker just to walk up the lines.
Good point.
He doesn't want to see anything happen to any tortoise.
No, right.
Yeah.
I'd rather my neighbor who keeps me up at night because they're playing this crazy music, I'd rather them go playing on the train tracks than to see a tortoise, but that's just me.
Yeah. And moving on, CJ, you were talking about you prefer to drive rather than fly. Well, a man in Germany has discovered the hard way that it's best to get a driving license first before trying to use it. The 37-year-old drove himself alone to the driving centre in Bergheim near Cologne on Monday. Police said on Tuesday that the man parked his car outside the test centre in front of an astonished examiner. He told officers that he'd only driven there because he wanted to make sure he'd arrived on time, police said. His practical test was immediately called off, and the man now faces an investigation for driving without a licence. So, moral of his story, park around a corner before going to take your driving test if you haven't got someone accompanying you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of not smart thinking.
So, CJ, I hope you have a driving licence. We wouldn't want you getting points on your licence.
You know what's funny? I mean, anybody who, it's like, you always hear these stories about people get pulled over for a broken headlight, or for not having a license, or for, running a stop sign or whatever. And there's usually drugs in the car. Like, if you're carrying that much, like, illegal stuff, why wouldn't you spend at least an hour to check over your car and have your papers up to date? It doesn't make sense. You can move 300 pounds of blow in your car, but you can't fix a taillight. I mean, that's what these people go to jail for, 25 years, because they got a busted taillight.
Right.
Yeah, no, well, that's because it's a Toyota Corolla in the south border of Texas. Right. That's the 11 pounds of the highly addictive cocaine. Yeah. So don't drive anywhere near the south border of Texas because you're going to get stopped.
Since the Social Security scams have gone down, there also is a decline at the Lexus and Toyota dealerships. You can look that up. People are buying Toyotas right now. So, not that we want those scams to come back in full force the way they used to, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's always a silver lining.
Yeah. And, from a few weeks back, I talked about an Airbnb that was registered. I think it was $1,000 a night, which turned out to be basically a shop front. I don't know if you recall that. Well, yeah, I found one better. It's a 0-star hotel. I don't know. Yep.
What the hell is my apartment doing on that website?
Well, you get hoteliers complaining for sort of thing. Couldn't sleep. My room was too noisy. But this is this is another Swiss sort of concept. It's basically a guest has a double bed and a platform, but basically has no walls or ceiling, and it's located on a roadside next to a petrol station. So it's basically just a bed parked or left in the middle of a sidewalk.
Well, you got to look on the bright side, though. I mean, is the petrol station open 24/7? I mean, can you just wake up and say, "Okay, I want to get like a Hostess, coffee cake"? I mean, that's like perfect service. I mean, everything you want is right there.
Yeah. No, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah. A lot of the hotels, of the budget ones now, recently don't do any kind of catering. They rely on nearby establishments. So yeah, that makes sense now.
If the owner of the petrol store was a smart business person, they might say, okay, well, we can top that Airbnb, and let's just charge money to have them stay in our back room.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the. I just posted the link as a picture of a couple. I'm not sure whether they're married or not. Well, no, they probably are, because they're topping and tailing. But maybe that's another.
Don't be posting Pornhub links in our stream. What did you just post?
The link to the article. But it looks like it's a butler serving wine to the couple.
Also, it's Butler Hub.
Yeah, could be. Butler service offering drinks and breakfast is available from the 1st of July to 18th of September. So get out there quickly. Spend your hard-earned cash. It's 322 euros. I'm not sure. I think it's parity now, so it's about 320 US bucks a night, and it's out in the open. Well, apart from a petrol station, it looks quite idyllic. It's mountains around. Well, in Switzerland, I mean, you don't have to go very far to see a mountain.
By the way,
I would imagine
several minutes.
So go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say several minutes ago, DA super chatted us. So thank you so much, DA. Sorry I missed it, but we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And also, Socrates is here. I don't know. I have never paid attention to the chat, so if it's the first time in the stream, welcome, Socrates. That's such an awesome name. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you. That is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, you've got some amazing...
it's kind of like a play on words. Socrates. I think I'm saying it right. Socrates.
Yeah, you got some amazing people on who regularly sort of come on this channel and chat, and maybe even just lurk. So hello each and everyone. You are welcome. But don't forget to click on the thumb, and if you haven't subscribed, do that as well.
And subscribe to Chester Draws for amazing scam baiting videos. I don't know when your last video was put out. I apologize. Have not been a lot lately, but
no, it's been a while. For other reasons, which I think I've explained to you about a mentor of mine. But anyway, I won't go into that too far.
This is so much, Socrates. Thank you.
Yeah. This is a perfect job for you, Take.
Gee, you can. Thank you. What's a perfect job for me?
Have you heard of again? It's a budget supermarket Aldi, ALDI.
They're everywhere.
Yep, they are indeed.
They're usually in. I don't usually live in the best neighborhoods because I find apartments that have high ceilings, hardwood floors, beams, and bricks, and I like the old factories. And it's usually what I've learned is when you're looking on Craigslist or in the paper for an apartment, if it says in the historical area, historical is another word for fucking dangerous. Do not go outside at night. And there's always an Aldi's where I live. So my understanding is it was very kind of like a budget type of grocery store that was in not so great neighborhoods, but I'm starting to see them pop up in nicer neighborhoods now. I mean, they're doing wonderful things, I think, right?
Yeah. And that's why I think that this could be the perfect job for you. Aldi are looking for a beer taster. The role is simple and as simple as it sounds. The supermarket, Aldi we're mentioning now, other supermarkets are available, but it's basically they send you beer, you drink it, and you tell them what you think about it. The successful applicant will apparently help guide and inform Aldi bosses ahead of key decision making for its new range. So how do you land this gig? Well, the unique job will require the taster to have a passion for beer and pints of enthusiasm, excuse the pun, as they will be asked for feedback on the whole range, from craft ales to refreshing Indian pale ales. They will receive the new tester will receive 10 different products to review. To be in with a chance of landing the role, all budding beer tasters need to send an email explaining why they think they should be chosen for the role, as well as outlining what their favourite beer is and why. I think if I was an official beer taster, I don't think I'd be able to focus on writing any reviews, and maybe an email with hick or something like that. But it's only 150 words, so I think it would be perfect for you. Take
Yeah, thank you. It's I'll keep that in mind.
They send you beer. They send you beer and you drink it.
And so you don't have to leave. The beer just comes to my my apartment.
Yep. That's why I
that
think
would be all the high end different types of beers they want me to taste that are getting delivered and dropped off on my front door. And my neighbor who just swears by the old malt liquor 40s, I'll be like, look what I got! Look what I got! So
yeah, it's all across
for that. It's time to start working again.
Right, it's now posting to you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and finally, we know that everyone. Hi, Sinister. We know everyone loves their national holidays and national days, and I keep on sort of keeping
National
an idea.
Clown Week. Right now, we're having National Clown Week, but I don't want to steal your thunder. So I don't know what you're talking about.
It's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day today.
That's another one. My second favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Yep. And continuing with the beer, it's India Pale Ale Day, or it's National IPA Day. So that's for you. And CJ, it's National White Wine Day.
I think I'd rather have a chocolate chip cookie. Can I celebrate that one instead?
So I believe they when she does her scrapbooking retreats, they drink white wine and chocolate chip cookies. So all you need is a clown there, and you have everything.
Yes, you do.
So if she ever invites me, then I guess that's the clown. So then she'll have everything.
Yeah. And next Monday is National Friendship Day. So next Monday, go out, each and every one, rekindle a friendship, say hi, all that sort of stuff. Turn to the person to your left and turn to your right. Except in London, you never make eye contact with anyone.
I was going to say, New York City, the same way. You say hi to somebody here, and they'll be like, "Fuck your mama." And I'm like, "Oh, I was just saying hi, sir." But, I just saw a funny video where, the person was wearing a COVID mask and they were in a grocery store, and he approached the female and she said, "I have a boyfriend." She thought he was saying, "Are you single?" And he was like, "What are you talking about? I'm asking you, what aisle are the Pringles in?" So you have to be careful with that. But I mean, I'm all for it. Let's all be friends.
Yeah. And hi to Scammer Payback and everyone else. Harley. Well, too many to sort of mention.
Pierogi?
Yeah. Pierogi's in the house. A fellow blue-haired person.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's the news.
Discord, Pierogi, but they always bounce back. So you got me blocked.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
so's Brittany.
Any day now, so I can thank you so much for everything. But anyway, Chester, great job. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, I mean, talk about blocked. Brittany's still. I spoke to their lawyers recently. Unfortunately, the restraining order is still in force. So, yeah, no.
I'm only blocked by the best. I don't do anything half-assed. If I'm going to get blocked, it's going to be by Britney Spears, by a Pam Anderson, by a Pierogi.
Yeah, by a Scammer Payback.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I don't. I'm in good company. So, well, no, I'm sure it was just like a glitch type of thing. But I did try to reach out and say nice things to him and thank him like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're just joking because we know that that's a complete accident.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so,
we're joking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and the only just quickly before I sign off, the only other major issue that I've got over here is a discussion that I've been having with Bramble Rose, who's in chat.
Love Bramble.
Yep. It's. Do you say scone or scone?
Carl Rock says scone. You'll see that from my short I put of him, but I say scone.
Yep, exactly. Yep, scone or scone. And the other issue is, and it depends whether you're from Devon or Cornwall. Do you put the jam on first and then the clotted cream on, or do you put the clotted cream on and then the jam? I mean, my solution was and I pronounce it scone, cut the scone in half. On one, put the clotted cream and jam on, and on the other, put the jam and clotted cream, and then put the two halves together.
Ew, this is so
And then-
gross.
I don't know exactly everything that you're saying. I know
I know,
jam,
it
but
sounds
what's the other
horrible.
thing? Coffee cream?
No, clotted cream. It's an extra thick cream.
Coffee cream.
That's what she said. Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know if I would put that on it anyway, but I'm sure I'm just a minority. So you put the
I'm
coffee
sorry, you're a
cream,
heathen.
very thick cream on one side of the scone, and you put
Yep.
the jam on the other, and then you
Yep.
put it together like a puzzle, and then you just eat it, and it's all tasty and goodness, right?
Well, if you put them together, you end up with a very messy shirt or blouse.
This is fascinating.
This is really great.
The Martha
it's-
Stewart portion of the morning scam show.
Yeah,
It is. Yeah, clotted cream. It's to die for. Well, scones and a cream tea. It's to die for. Until you. Sorry, Socrates.
What happened?
Yeah. You're in the take camp, heathens. There's no sort of educating you. Along with the cucumber sandwiches, with the crust cut off. It's just.
You know what's funny is I'm trying to lose the scambait 30 because the first year of just calling criminals all day I did gain some weight, so I bought some cucumbers the other day and I was thinking of you. I was gonna make a cucumber sandwich and I'm like, do I really want to put that on bread? So I just ate a cucumber raw, put a little fat-free ranch dressing on it, and I'm happy that way. I couldn't see making a sandwich out of cucumbers.
Well, again, that's why you're never going to be invited to a garden party in Buckingham
That's the
Palace.
only reason. I mean, I can work on that. There's plenty of other reasons not to invite me.
to a garden party.
Yeah. Well, that's it from me.
All right, well,
This
all right.
is
Right. Thank you, Chester.
this is Chester. You're welcome. This is Chester Drawl, special roving, disturbing, controversial cookery or food reporter for WSCAM Radio, the Morning Scam Show. Have a great day, each and everyone, and back to you at the studio.
Later, bro.
All right, bye.
Yep.
Awesome.
Well, thank you again to Chester for the news and any Aspire news. Honestly, I haven't worked on the last few weeks. Haven't worked much with the nonprofit because I've been busy doing something. But hopefully we'll get back to work. And, our main goal is to raise awareness as well as help victims recover after they've been scammed. So y'all check out the website. It is aspre.org. It still needs a little bit of work. I'm going to work on the website today, though. It still is needs a little bit of work. But anyway, so let's watch some awesome Take talking to some scammers. And while he's doing that, we're going to get our insider on and learn all about some information, how police raids work and other fun scam things and all the beautiful nature that's in India.
Awesome. And listen to the guy who picks up the phone at like 7 minutes in. I'm pretty sure he says, "My name's Jim Browning."
Yeah, listen to him because we were listening to it last night, but I'm pretty sure that's what he says. So everyone, this is a Jim Browning wannabe on the phone with Take.
Yep. And you'll hear a scammer talk about his heroes.
Yeah.
So
sure.
it's an interesting couple minutes.
And warning, this is probably explicit, right?
A little bit. Actually, I was going to make one whole serious interview, and then I said, you know what? Let me break up this guy and put it in between my nonsense. So you get a little bit of a serious conversation. You get some nonsense. It's not too bad today, though. It's I've heard a lot worse, but there are a few F words, and I think there's more mudder chodes. We always give the Indian swear words a pass, but I really think that there's more Indian swearing than there's me swearing. And I don't even say God that much. I say, oh my goodness. I'm changing.
Well, thank you so much, this side, Daddy. Appreciate it.
What up, Zeb? This side Zeb's here. All right. Anyway, I'm going to start walking to my apartment, and I'll see you back in about 10, 15 minutes with nature.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Go get a job, bitch.
I don't do this because I like to do it. I have to put the food on my table as well. I need to survive.
Right, but I mean, you can't get a job that just gets you to survive. I mean, most of the Amazon scammers that I've dealt with are trying to get $60,000 from an old lady. That's not surviving. That's trying to be rich.
Yeah, I understand your point there. But, you know, I'm very passionate about not going to starve to death, you know?
What do the
I need to make a
other
lot of
billions
money.
of people do then that are have a bad lot in life? I mean, I think that there's something else you can do, man.
Of course, there is. I've tried many times, but I failed. It's not that I haven't tried and just...
Do you know how many times Thomas Edison failed before he invented the light bulb? Over 1,000 times. Life is about failure. You have to keep failing. That doesn't mean you fail a few times and then say, fuck this, I'm going to rob people. Keep failing. You'll finally become rich, honestly. Everybody fails.
Thank you for calling. It is David today.
David, what's life like being a scammer? Do you ever feel bad? Like, do you just hate going in there, or do you love it?
So,
Do you love hurting people?
if you know we are the scammer, why do you call us again and again? What is the point of calling us? Do you have work? Can I give you some work for you?
This is my
Do
job,
you want
sir.
to waste your time over there?
What do you know about work? You don't know about
Your-
going to work. You're a
your
loser.
job is-
You're a
your
loser,
job is
sir.
going to us.
You're a
You are
loser.
the scammer.
Isn't that right? You hurt people.
Hi, thank you for calling Amazon. How may I help you today?
Hey, can you please tell us what life is like being a scammer? Do you love it or do you hate it?
Yes, what I'm saying.
Go ahead, please.
We do it because we have to do it.
Got you. Okay, so what about the other 1.3 billion people in your country that don't do this?
I will never do this type of things again in my life.
So you're thinking that it's okay because you're poor, so it's okay to make other people poor and take their money? That's the end of that conversation.
Go get a job, bitch.
It's just that I don't want to start from the scratches now. I've already came this far, so I don't want to go back to the bottom and start from the scratch. I've seen a lot of shit in my life.
Yeah, it's still not an excuse to rob
Been
people,
there,
though.
that-
Why? Because you're having a bad situation in life, is it okay to make somebody else have a bad situation, is the way I look at it.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, thank you for the connecting. So how may I help you?
Oh my goodness, you still sound stupid, like really stupid. I tried to give you like a little time to get some intelligence, but you are really stupid. Do you want me to call back? Okay, I'll call you right back.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, thank you for getting connected with cancellation department. Speaking with Jack Williams. How can I help you?
Oh, hi, Mr. Off. It's me again. I told you guys exactly what would happen. I called right back. Why are you guys so stupid? Can you please answer me that?
You're mentally sick, sir. Yep. Thanks for being connected to the cancellation department. How may I help you?
Who else is working there, sir? Is there anyone there that is a little bit smarter than you are? You sound ridiculously stupid. Like, really stupid. Can you help me, please?
Fuck you, son of a bitch. Fuck you.
Oh, that's not nice.
Son of a bitch.
That's not nice. Why are you so mean to me? I did not deserve that. Well, maybe a little.
Thanks for being connected to the cancellation department. How may I help you?
Yeah, we got disconnected. Anyone there that's smarter than you? Are they available?
Thanks for getting connected. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. Is there anyone there that can help me? I need to speak to somebody who is a lot smarter than you. You sound stupid. Go ahead, please.
Sir, I think you dialed the wrong number.
Oh, my heavens, Gandu. What are you
Thanks for
doing?
being-
Help me, please.
Thanks for getting connected. How can I help you?
How stupid are you, Gandu? Like, you're really stupid, aren't you?
Which is 786
This is the pin.
Thanks for being connected. How may I help you?
This is 7 times in a row, Gandu. When will you block me? You are so stupid.
Thank you for the connecting. So how may I help you?
Come on. This is like number 8 now. When will you block me, fucker?
You fucker bencho तेरा माँ का बूढ़ो.
तुम्हारा असली नाम क्या है, चूतिया?
चल तेरा माँ का बूढ़ भाग बूढ़ का बेटा.
मेरा नाम राज पटेल है.
Thanks for getting connected. How can I help you?
Come on, man. When will you guys block me? This isn't even fun anymore. You guys are so stupid today. Really stupid. Go ahead, please. Something I said.
Go get a job, bitch.
Before I joined this company, I've tried several companies, but they didn't pay me enough, and it will literally take me another like 2-3 years to increase my paycheck, you know. So I just don't like things that takes very slow.
Do you find yourself making salary, or do you get like a commission a lot of the time because you're that good at swindling people out of their money?
I make commission. I don't make salary. I don't work in salary basis.
Yep. And you have to take about, I don't know, 100 calls a day probably before somebody falls for it, right?
Uh-huh.
And do you think the people like myself who call up and just waste time, do you think that it's hurting the profit in a call center, or do you think it's just I'm wasting my time?
Well, because there are 40 or 50 representatives, yes, 40 or 50 representatives out here, so one customer doesn't hurt anything.
Right, but if there's like 10 or 20 of us calling all day and your whole call center is just getting nothing but nonsense, that would hurt, wouldn't it?
We can block the numbers, sir. It's just that we don't really pay attention to 1-2 customers.
Well, nobody can block me or any of my friends because we have systems that have 1,000 different numbers.
Okay, so are you from Trilogy Media?
Oh, I know who those guys are. I'm not from them, but I do love them. You probably hate them. But I'm honored that you would ask me that.
I love them.
You do like them?
I actually love them. Yeah, of course. I don't like to get caught myself, but I love seeing getting the other scammer busted.
So as long as it's not happening in your area, you're good watching those videos, right?
Go get a job, bitch.
Thanks for being connected. You speaking Jim Brownie. How can I help you?
Come on, man. Come on. Why do you sound like that? Tell me you're acting.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, how may I help you, sir?
I don't think you can. You're too stupid. What can you do for me?
Nothing. I
Right.
will do nothing for you.
Like, you can't scam me. I'm not a victim. I mean, we're not friends. I mean,
Who told you I'm gonna scam you?
oh, come on.
Nothing.
You're embarrassing yourself, you stupid fuck. Do you really work for Norton? You know you don't work for Norton.
Nothing.
Why even lie at this point, right?
I'm not even working.
Oh, you're just answering the phone
I'm
for
a
the
jobless.
scammers? Do you realize if the place gets raided, then you're going to go to jail too because you're there?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I have to go from here.
Oh my goodness. So how long you been doing this for?
I don't know. I just came today.
Oh, really? You realize I talk to scammers like every day for the last year probably, and they all say that. They just started today.
I'm telling you the truth. I don't even know what's going on here.
The turnover there is crazy. It seems like everybody's working for the first day. Like everybody gets fired.
Okay, I'm going to go now.
Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'll call you right back, okay?
Okay.
All right, hey.
For getting connected with Kent Police Department. This is Jack Williams. How can I help you today?
Mr. Off, I've called so many times.
Don't call me again, okay?
You want me to call? You really want me to call you back 1,000 times?
You're mentally sick, sir.
Yeah, of course.
That's funny that you know them. Who else do you watch?
And Jim Browning?
Oh, Jim Browning. He's Every scammer's worst
And
nightmare, right?
Yeah, he's a hero.
He's a
I
hero.
love him.
And do you watch his videos all the
Yes.
time?
Of course I do.
Yeah, that's so interesting. So
I love it.
I bet you. Do you like when he looks at the scammers and he tells them what they're wearing and who's sitting next to them, and the scammers get freaked out?
Exactly. That happens a lot of time in Kolkata.
Is that your worst fear? Like you don't want to get hacked, right?
Actually, we don't keep any camera in our office, so I don't have any problem even if someone hacked into our system, because our system, we don't have any personal information stored in our system.
So when you watch,
The boss himself, he operates. He operates from the different location.
yep.
So
So
even if somebody have a system, so nobody's gonna get any information from the system that we are using for the office.
now, because you guys are smarter than the average scammer, I take it. But when you guys watch a video like that, do you guys all sit around the call center watching like Jim Browning expose them and be like, "Oh my God, they are so stupid. How did they allow that to happen?" Like, are you guys laughing at the other call center?
Yes, of course we do. I watch it at home. I watch it alone.
Oh,
when
gotcha.
I go home, before I sleep, I'll just go to YouTube and then watch Jim Browning and Trilogy Media. It's interesting. Like I've said, I'm not doing this for fun. I'm not doing this because I really want to. I have no other choice. So if I see other people getting busted, then I don't feel bad about it. Actually, I feel good that there is a the numbers of scammers are reducing because of them.
Go get a job, bitch.
You are connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, then I'll call this number again, okay?
All right, everyone, we are back. I love it when he says that you're mentally sick. That was my favorite part. It's like,
Yeah, that was like gold. When I was
Yeah.
called that, I was like, "Oh my goodness, content."
yeah,
What else you got? But,
yeah, like you're the mentally sick one.
right.
Well, everyone.
I mean,
we
the
are-
whole call was like, okay, so you're sitting there pretending to work at Amazon, stealing from people, but I'm the mentally sick one because I'm calling you. But
Yeah.
I just chopped it up, so you just heard him say that. But
Yeah, that was funny. Well, everyone, we are back with nature. With nature. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, well, good morning, first of all, and hi, everyone. This is With Nature. So,
sure.
How are
What's
you
your
doing?
first name? What should we call you, Mr. With, or like, what's your name?
oh, well, my name is Mr. With Nature. You can.
Mr. With Nature. So
We can
I
call
posted
you
your link
Alex,
several
right?
times. Everyone, please go sub to Mr. With Nature.
We can call you Alex, though, right?
Thank you.
Yep, love your videos, sir. I think it's we'll get into your YouTube channel, of course, and while you're here, obviously, we'll talk about scamming and things like that. But I just wanted to comment on some of your videos that I was binge watching. You have like such a knack for photography. I mean, I was watching some videos like the beaches that are about, I don't know, 100 or 200 kilometers from Calcutta, and the way that you filmed it with the rocks and the waves. I just think you have such a knack for this. I hope you do a lot more. I really do. I think you're showing the great side of India. So please keep it up.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, we are working on it. Exactly. Right now, it's not professional, but we are working on it. So it's just startup. So that's the reason.
Yeah, I mean, I think even on your worst day, it's about 1,000 times more professional than any of my videos. So
Right.
I think it's people really need to go check out. You have a lot of shorts, a lot of videos under a minute, and I learned so much. I mean, you have stuff about sunsets and sunrises and the oceans, which are nice, but then you also have like Japanese gardens, and you go from Calcutta to Delhi, and you show all the beautiful landscapes in your country. It's just fascinating, and I don't think you have more than 30 videos on there, but you've been pretty busy because your channel's kind of new. So I'm very excited to see if you can do that much just getting started, what the future is going to have for your channel.
Plus, CJ Sam's bosses him around all day long, so he has to deal with that. So yeah, he's busy.
Yeah, I'm super busy because I have to help CJ. So that's the reason all the time I was working with her. And also I have my some personal things because I'm working on the Instagram as well. So that's the reason. It's too busy time.
Yep. Yeah, it's very time consuming. I get it.
All right.
So
Cool.
you used to scam, right? Tell us a little bit how you got started in that and how you got out of it.
Oh, well, it was a really bad time that I was working in the scam call center before, and I didn't know that this is a scam call center, and I was there and I got caught by police officer, and everyone paid like 40,000, 30,000, 50,000 according to their position. My manager paid maybe 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees, in rupees, not a dollar. And everyone paid their things because I didn't know about this is a scam call center and this is what is a scam. So first time the police officer, they asked me for 40,000, and I said, see, I'm just a poor man, so I don't have that much money, so I can pay it. So they said that if you don't want to pay, then you have to back to the jail. Then I said, then well, you can do it. I don't have any problem. You can put me on jail, but I don't have any money. I cannot pay it. Then maybe after 2 or 3 hours, one officer was there, and he asked me about that you can work with us, and whatever I'm going to say you just have to listen to me very carefully, and then you have to do it. If you do this job, then you don't have to pay any money and you will be free. So and that was the first time that a police officer just gave me a job over there, that you just have to go any of the whenever I'll give you the address, you just have to go to the call center and you just have to give us the details that what process they are doing and what exactly they're doing, how many people are working there, and in which building they're, and what is the name of the manager, and who is the boss, and all the things. So I used to work with the police officers. I did work with them maybe 3 months, and then I said I cannot do it because I have a lot of things to do. So I don't want to part of this, because if anytime I caught by the scam call center by the boss, they will beat me. And so that's the reason. That's very difficult for me that time.
Interesting.
So that's so interesting. So you were scamming and then you became an informant, but I mean, then you were putting your life in jeopardy because we hear the stories. I mean, and you just said, I mean, they will beat you if they caught you. So that must have been a crazy ordeal. I mean, you're playing both sides of the fence. You're like, you know, friendly to the police, and you also have to pretend like nothing's different about you when you're with the scammers. I mean, that must have been a crazy time in your life.
So, see, the most worst thing that is, last time the police officer, they said that, can you just go inside with the camera on or something? Then I said, no, I cannot do it because it's very risky for me. I don't have any experience with it because I didn't do it before. I can give you all the details, like I can talk to them because I am very good with the talking skills with people. So I know I learned that how to make friends over there, how to do it. So I told them that yes, I can give you all the details. I can give you name, I can give you how many people are working there and what process they are doing, how they are doing, what is the script they are using, and how much money they earn every day. So I can give you that details, but I cannot put on camera on me and I cannot go there. So in that time they hire someone else.
You were very valuable to them, and I mean, you were caught. You said so. They just let you go, like they didn't force you to keep going. Like it was just a clean break. Like you just explained to them, I cannot do this anymore, and they let you go. And then it was like your past was cleared. Like they didn't care that they caught you scamming at that point.
It was so interesting because you have to know the story what it is. Exactly,
Yeah,
they
please tell
asked me. Exactly, first time they asked me for 40,000 to pay in, and just pay 40,000 and you can go. You don't have to go to jail.
Wow.
And then once I work with them, then they used to pay me. They used to pay me at least 1,000, 2,000 like this. So they used to pay me, and then they find someone else who can get inside with the camera on, and then they said, if you want to leave, you can leave it, because they know. They're just police, but they know about my life, because they know about my things, because I live alone here. I manage my things alone. So they said that just go in and get some job, good job, and do it. Don't do scams and all. So that's what it was. It was just a story of my life, experience of my life. That was good. I said,
And you live to tell the story. So I mean, and we also should just for people like myself and maybe some others, and we're not always that versed in currencies. When you say $40,000, you're talking rupees, which would equate to $500 American, right?
right, exactly.
So for a minute there, I was thinking like, okay, I always talk about, and we always hear the stories about the police there being corrupt. And I was like, okay, they really care about shutting these places down, because here they are having you risk your life, putting your life in jeopardy, and they really want information, and they want to get information on these call centers. But then you said something that where I kind of changed my thoughts a little bit, where they wanted $40,000 from you, and then they were just going to say, okay, you're free, we're not going to charge you for scamming. So would you say that they want information and that they're trying to shut these centers down, but they really want money? Or do they have some morals and they really just think what's happening is wrong?
No, exactly not. It's not like that. What happened is in Delhi, right now I'm living in Delhi, right? So in Delhi area, there is 4 zones available, like north, south, west, and central, right? So there are few places in central. People are working there as a scam call center, and maybe they're working with 120 people. 120 callers over there, agents are there. They're calling everyday people. So central place is just like a central government place. So people pay. They are very powerful. Whoever is running this call center, they are very powerful. They know politician. So police just need this detail just because they can make a settlement over this. So if someone running a call center with the 70 people or 30 people, so according to the manpower, police are going to charge them that much money you have to pay for a month, and you have to just give us that much money every month, then you can run your call center. There will be no problem. So
Wow.
there are few policemen are there available. They did this, but not everyone. Everyone is
Right.
not corrupted, but there are few policemen. And what exactly is, let me tell you one more exciting story here. So there is 2 type of police department, which is CBI, and the second one is just a normal police department. Okay, so all police departments are corrupted. They just get money. And once the CBI is there, so they are not real corrupted. If the CBI is there, then they will raid this call center and they will get everything over there. They will not gonna get money. They will raid. So two type
when
of
they
things.
show up, the scammers are a little bit more nervous.
Yes.
Like they mean business, right? So all right,
Yes,
that's
it
good.
was a really rough situation for me when I was caught by police. I thought that maybe I was in the I will be in the jail or no one will be with me and no one will help me there. But my God helped me over there.
So, do you feel that most scammers that are, are like the people that are on the front lines, not the bosses, but like the people that are, working the call centers that answer the phones when we call, do you think that they really don't have a fear because if they get caught, they really feel like their boss is just going to pay the money to get them out and they're going to be fine?
Can you ask me again? I'm so sorry. Can you ask me again?
Well, I mean, there was two types of police. So obviously, you all pray that if you get raided, the corrupt police are going to be the ones that bust you.
Right.
But do you feel like a lot of the scammers that maybe were sitting next to you on your left or your right don't have any fear about getting caught? Because even if they get caught, they know that they're just going to pay a fine and get out.
Exactly. The thing is, the scammers fear about the corrupted police officer because they charge like a lot of money. So that is just really very difficult for us to pay them. And they didn't hear us. They didn't know anything. If they ask you 40,000, if they ask you 50,000, then you have to pay it. And if CBI got caught with it, they will beat you, but they will leave you. They will not gonna ask you any money. So that's what it is. It's something different.
Yeah.
If corrupted police caught you, then you have to pay it at any cost. There is no way out. But if CBI caught you, then they will just beat you. 2 days you will be in the jail, and then they will leave you.
So,
you feel
can I
that?
ask- oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, people in chat are asking, like, what does CBI stand for?
CBI Central Bureau of Investigation.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, do you feel that do scammers fear the police more, or is it the shame if their parents found out? Because I've talked to some scammers and they're like, I don't really care what happens to me, but I don't want my parents to ever know what I'm doing. I mean, is there any truth to that? Like, do you think like they feel like, oh, okay, I could pay $500. I just don't want to be exposed on camera, and I don't want anyone to know what I'm doing. I mean, do you find like that's normal, or that's just like a one-off situation?
Just normal. I have a friend. See, his name is Hirdesh. He was caught from a police officer in Noida sector 56. It's in Uttar Pradesh. So he got caught, and then he paid maybe 1 lakh or 1,50,000, and then police give him a chance that you can run your own call center. So he was just the agent over there, and for the police help, he was having real call center on his own, and he is running a call center over there. So it's just like that. Once you get in touch with the police department, so there are a lot of options over there. Either you pay a lot of money to them, either you pay money to give a new chance or give a new option. So that's just like that. Is according to the police officer how corrupt they are.
Yeah.
Everyone is not like that, but there are few police officers. They are just I give them mother chode, right? I don't really like them because I tell them that they are real mother chode.
Yeah.
Why they're doing it.
It's fascinating to talk with you, and I really do appreciate you bringing up the point that they're not all corrupt. I think that's important to say, because when we are dealing with a channel like ours or our own channels, we're constantly calling India, and some people might not know what India is, and this is a very small percent of what happens over there, and yet we expose it. But if for somebody who's just doesn't know anything about India, we really want to be careful that they know know that there's so many other wonderful things there, and it's not all corruption, right? I mean, there are a lot of good police there, is what you're saying.
Right.
Yep.
Everyone not corrupted, but there are few policemen, they are corrupted. They are just about money, not anything. And I would say all the agents, they are calling by Amazon, by PayPal, any of the call center. All the agents who are frontline, the first time they are calling, the first impression, they are just innocent people. They just maybe, all the agents are belongs to 19 years old or 18 years old, like that. So you can think about, you can just guess that if a 19 years old man, if a boy is working in somewhere and they got a lot of money over there, they don't care about that they are scamming or something. They don't know what exactly a scam is. So they just sit there, they just call people, they get a lot of money, so that's what the happiness they got. But they are real innocent. So the main mother chode, is the boss and the manager.
So, I mean, when you were in the call centers, did you have a good relationship with your boss, or was he just not a nice person, or she, whoever was your boss at the time?
It's the best thing because I was having a good relationship with everyone. Like whenever I work with any of the office, so I have a good relationship with boss. Like, not that relationship, but I can say this, a good relation. Like they trust on me. Yep.
I was just going to ask, how long have you been out of the game? Like you used to do it, but you haven't in a while, right?
Maybe I would say 7 months.
Yep. And I think I started really calling the scam centers over there about maybe 13 months ago. And in the beginning, it was I would speak to one female scammer probably out of every 20 calls. And I call a lot. We're talking 100 times a day, probably. But now when I call, sometimes it's 50-50. I mean, do you find this is becoming more accepting over there among younger people, like when they need a job? And we call this a job just for the purposes here, but we both know it's not a job. But do you find that it's more accepting now to the youth? Like there's a lot more females is what I've noticed, but it could be just random days. But I mean, what are you finding over there?
The main problem is here because after COVID situation, after COVID-19, so there are no jobs available for people. It's a population issue, you can say. So that's the reason people offering the scammers, the managers and the bosses, they are offering people, you can job with us, you can get 25,000 rupees as a salary, but no one is working as a salary in these days. After COVID-19, they are working as a commission base. Like if you want to calculate the commission, I can give you the details. That's how they work, and that exactly they are working right at this moment. I have a lot of contacts with me. I know what exactly going on in Delhi, in Kolkata. So I know everyone because I know a lot of I know Bengali language, I know Hindi language, I also speak in English too. So that's the reason I have a lot of contact and I know what exactly they are doing. Sometimes my police officer said, you have to go somewhere, can you do this? So it's just like a friendship to me with the police department now. So that's what happened. So see, they just got like, if they scam $500, so think about that, how much money the agent will got. If they got $500, then they will got, let me just calculate.
This is fascinating. I've heard two different types of stories. Sometimes I hear a percentage. Other times I've heard that you change it to rupees. So if it's 500 American dollars, they're getting 500 rupees. But yeah.
No. It's not like that. It was in a SSN call center when the process are going Social Security Administration. That time it was just a 1%. Like if you got $1,000, then you will get only 1,000. If you get $20,000, then you get 20,000. So that's what it was in Social Security Administration. But right now in the top calling things is right now is Amazon and PayPal.
Right. So can you just repeat that? So let's say I'm a scammer. I scam somebody out of $1,000. What's my take-home pay for the day? What am I taking home in American dollars?
In American dollars, let me just count. Just a minute. 1,000.
Yeah, sorry to make you math this early in the morning.
So, it's about 15,000 rupees. So I have to convert in a dollar. 15,000 rupees. So.
200.
And that's
around $200.
We can all figure
so. $200 maybe.
Yeah, around $200.
It's around $200, right? So it's just like for the commission base, whoever is doing the closing. I'm not talking about agent. Agent will be 10, so maybe they will get a $100 maybe.
Gotcha. And it's organized, right? I mean, some of the files that we see that people have gotten, I mean, there's the closer, like you just talked about, the opener.
Right.
And there's like spreadsheets on commissions. It's almost like a sales job. You know, I was from sales, and some of them look very organized.
See, there are, as I said, that the central place, north place, west place. In the north area, there are no call centers because in the north area, the main police officer, who is the SHO of the police, who is the main head in this north area, he said that if anyone I find out in this zone, if anyone I find out that who is doing a scam, so I will call you up and then I'm not gonna let you go. I'm not happy with money, so that's the reason in the north area there is no call center, but in the west, in the central, there are a lot of call centers are ongoing.
Now, I mean, usually it's kind of common knowledge that over 60% of the scams are at least that's what we hear, are coming from Sector 5 in Calcutta. Is there any truth to that?
I did job there in Sector 5, Salt Lake City. Salt Lake Sector 5, it's Bidhan Nagar. I know that place. So it's in Kolkata, and also it's this scam is going on Tollygunj in Kolkata, and also going on in Newtown. Newtown is the best place in Kolkata.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the Kolkata is working. They are working really a different way. They are not only working in United States, USA. There are few people they work on USA, but a lot of people, everyone, work on the scam job, but they are doing in United Kingdom, UK process. So they provide them a day job, like they are doing an Australian job. When I was working there in the Kolkata, so it was like first I have to go there at 12 o'clock at the first of the morning, like 12 o'clock, and then I have to attend calls from the tele-preference system from the Australian process, and then the Australian process will be go on for only only 2 hour. So after 1 o'clock, then I used to call the United Kingdom. According to that time, that would be in United Kingdom. So only the night-based job, that is United States. So they are working in the day shift as well.
Yes, I mean the other day, and I posted a video. They were thinking they were calling German victims. It was a Microsoft scam, and they were reaching out to potential victims about their security computer. I mean, you know the scam, but
right.
My question was though, I mean, they spoke German to me, and obviously I don't speak German, so to me they sounded legit. Now, obviously, some German speakers would say that they don't speak good German, but they still spoke enough to get me thinking that they were German in the beginning, except I knew who they were. My question would be, though, I mean, do they seek out people that speak multiple languages for certain scams, or do they put you through like a language training or pay you more
No.
Anything like that?
It's just like a language training. It's the language training is not in the call center. It's not in the call center. It's there are few coaching centers available in Kolkata and Delhi as well. So they offering you that you can pay us that much money for your course, and you can learn about Japanese, you can learn about Chinese, you can learn about any of the speaking English, you can English, Japanese, any of the language you can learn over there. So that's what they do.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it's some very educated people are doing this, which is scary. But
But
the,
but that coaching center just sorry, you go ahead.
no, that's okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
That coaching center is available there just for the educational purpose, because there are a lot of job is available in Concentrix. That's the office, which is a legal office. Concentrix, which is a multinational office, like it's a USA based office. So in that office, there are a few processes ongoing over there for the different languages. So that's the reason the coaching centers are available over there. There are many multinational companies are available which are legal, and they offer people that I can pay you 40,000 rupees salary every month if you know about Japanese language, if you know about German language. So that's why there are the coaching centers that are available for different languages. But they learn the languages, and then they use this language in order to do this scam things. So it's just like that.
And how did your English become so good? I mean, you probably have better English than me. So, like, I mean, did you go to school for that, or they teach it to you in your high school, or did you study it extra? Like, how did you get so good at English?
No, actually, my CJ know everything about me because I have a family issue. I'm not with my family at all, so I didn't do high school at all. So it was last time I was working 5 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. I was working in the domestic call center. So that time I was working as a serious real call center. It was a legal calling center. So that time I was trying to do, and I improved my English with the Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Legit call centers, you're saying?
Yeah.
So, and then let's talk about that for a second. I mean, there are so many legit call centers in your country, but I think when people go there, is my understanding that they don't really pay a lot, or
they're very low salary,
so much less than what you can make in a scam call center, right?
Right. There are very low salaries. Like if they scam right now, if anyone working in a call center, which is a scam call center, if they earn every day, they can earn like my friend earn about in one day they earn about 1,50,000. You can think about 1,50,000 rupees. So you can convert in.
When you say 1 lakh, that's 1,000 American dollars?
No, it's not like it's a lot of 1 lakh. It's been just a minute.
Rupees, right? 100,000 rupees, I think, is 1 lakh.
Rupees to dollar.
Rupees come out to be 1,200. I mean, again, it's too early for math, but
it's $1,800. $1,800.
So when someone says 1 lakh, they're talking about $1,800.
1,50,000 is $1,800. So if anyone say 1 lakh, just a minute.
I just want to know 1 lakh because that's a term we hear a lot.
$1,200, but it's not like the blocking process is really different here. Blocking process is really different here because once someone get a gift card number from you, so it's not just according to the share market, it's not going to give you that amount to you according to the dollar. So that card number will go to the Chinese people. Chinese people will block that card, will redeem that card, and Chinese people will transfer this money into a Bitcoin machine, into a Bitcoin, and the manager will convert this Bitcoin in a cash and then that cash will go to the agent. So this is a big process,
Wow.
a real big process.
Yeah.
So no one can block, no one can redeem the gift cards in India, because India doesn't have that server, and American gift cards is not accepting here in the Indian IP address. So that's the reason we have few people like Chinese people, and the also Americans are also helping sometime. So
Well,
as I
let's,
know about it, because
yeah,
I work
let's
in the
not,
police department, so
talk-
they said about this. So it's
Let's,
about the Chinese people. Most of the people are working here, which is Chinese. They used to block, they used to redeem this card. They are redeeming those gift cards and all the wire transfers and everything. So they
Well,
used to
let's,
send us with the
let's not-
Bitcoin.
Let's not talk about that anymore because we have a video coming out and we don't want to spoil the whole thing.
Okay. I didn't know about that. I'm so sorry.
No, that's good. It's a good promo for hopefully TK's premiere on Monday.
Yeah.
She's going to go into detail on all that stuff. But I mean, I'm always fascinated with the salaries because when and I know they're probably all over the place because I've been in sales jobs myself, and it's the rule of 20% of the people probably in the call center are great. Unfortunately, they're just great scammers, and then the other 80% are just making the minimum. I mean, do you find that the average salary is somewhere consistent? Like, would you be able to tell us what you think the average scammer is making? Not the bosses, but the people that pick up the phones.
Right. I was working in the payday call center before when I was caught. So that was a payday call center. You know what is payday, right? It's a loan process. So that time everyone having salary like 14,000 will be salary, 1,500 rupees, 14,000 rupees, it will be the salary, gross salary. And 1,500 rupees will be your convenience. Every day you will come in the office, so that's the reason every month you will get 1,500 rupees extra, and 2,500 rupees extra that they will give you just for your attendance bonus. Like if you every day comes in the office, then you will get 2,500 rupees, and also they will gonna give you some extra money for your login time. Like if you log in time like 8 o'clock in the time to time, so they will pay you the according to that. So total of every month they got 19,000 rupees, 18,000 rupees, and 22,000. So according to that, everyone, all the agents.
That's a
So
lot of
would it be fair to say that the average scammer is making about $400 a month? I mean, obviously there's exceptions, and some are making a lot more. But
if anyone working in the salary base, so they will get. You can think about 25,000 rupees. That's the maximum salary all call centers provide. And for the closer, they have different slabs.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I've my understanding.
Right.
So, I mean, how many different call centers did you work in when you were doing this?
First time I was working with the payday call center, and payday grants is there, and then I did SSN because after then it was SSN. It was just real good process that moment. And then I did Amazon. And last time I met CJ with the Amazon call center.
Oh, you guys actually met when she was calling scammers, and you happened to pick up the phone, and then you became friends?
Yes. I was in the call center. I was in the call center to get details like how many people are working, what process they are doing. And in that day, CJ was there, and she called me, and I was the one. It was really very short story. She can tell about this story, what happened there. He knows about everything.
Yeah, he was. That's when he was a police informant, so he was there to get information, but he was taking calls, and so. Yeah. So for some reason, he just thought you could tell, like, I don't know if you were suspicious of me, but you definitely like didn't want to scam me. Like he kept telling me, like he sent me to the store for gift cards, but then when I got there, he said, you don't need to go in there, just go home or something, right?
Right. It was like because my manager was there. My manager was sitting with me because I'm the new one in that office. So he was just listening my calls, like how he get call and all. So I was real. I was pretending that I'm real scammer. You don't have to see my voice. You don't have to listen my voice. I'm the real scammer. You don't have to worry. I can do it. So I said that she has $7,000 with her in cash. So they said that just send her target. So I sent a target, and then in the when she got to the target, then I said my manager was not there. I said just go home and make sure do not pick up my call again. I'll call you back from my different number, then you can pick up my call tomorrow. I'll call you. Then tomorrow I call her, and then I said everything to her that it was just like that, so make sure do not fall for it. Then she said that I'm a scam beater. And then I said, oh my god.
Gotcha. So, and you're done with that, right? You're not going back to the scamming life
Never.
center, right? Lifestyle ever. So, any thoughts of working with the police eventually again? I mean, your English is great. You sound like you have a really good heart. You want to see justice done. It sounds like. Any thoughts to that, or are you just going to kind of focus on your
No, it's
YouTube and
not.
things like that?
It's not like that. Actually, I am. I am in meditation because when I start meditation, so in the meditation language, it says if you keep saying lie to anyone, if you keep doing a wrong thing to anyone, so there is a chakra which is not going to be active in your mind. So in order to make these things clear, so you just have to away to the liar people and to lie yourself. So I don't want to lie people, and I don't want to do any bad things to anyone because the bad wishes is matter to me. Because if anyone give any bad wishes, so that people cannot understand that bad wishes happen to you, not right at this moment, but anytime it can happen to you. So that was my things. That I don't want to do this because if you got money from people, then they will give you a bad wishes, but they will earn that money again, but that bad wishes never can back. So
Sure.
that's the reason only why.
And I mean, how many people would you think are in the call centers that actually feel bad about what they're doing? Obviously, it's hard to get a gauge when, with me personally, they hang up right away. So I usually start with the raging, right to the point. And obviously, if you're raging at somebody, anybody, it's common instinct. You pick up the phone and somebody's calling you a fucking loser. Of course, you're going to yell back and you're going to talk about how bad Americans are. And but I don't really believe that any of that's true. I believe that's a lot of it's just because I'm starting the phone call trying to, rage in a goofy way. But I mean, really, after on breaks and you're spending time with people, I mean, do you find that there's a lot of good people there that are just doing bad things, or are they just really evil? Because I have a hard time sometimes separating the two. I like to talk to people on a human level, but when somebody is trying to take $100,000 from a clueless victim who can't pay for their cancer treatments, and they're okay with doing that, I feel like, how could they really be a good person? I don't know. I have mixed feelings on that. But I mean, do you find that people are generally nice, or do you not trust anybody because they're a bunch of criminals?
See, there are few people who really feel bad for this, that they are doing a scam and all. So what they do exactly, they just if you want to get details about them, so it's just like that. They will never gonna abuse you. They will never abusing you. If they find out that you're a scam baiter or about scam, so they will simply disconnect the phone. They will not give you back any answer. So they are real people. They really feel bad. But sometime what happened, there are there are a lot of poor people there working inside the call center, so they don't have any options to go anywhere. Like I didn't have any options to go anywhere because I don't have any documents. Like I didn't complete my schooling and all. So any MNC company not gonna give you any job. Not gonna give me any job because they need the documents and all. So that's the reason there are few people in the call center. They don't have any documents. They don't have any source to go to job or something because they have their family too. So that's the reason they choose this option. But they sometimes they feel bad. Yes, sometimes they feel bad. But once they are front of the money, once they see that in their account in the Bank of America in the Chase they have $50,000 and 10 grands, so they just think about just get this money, then we'll think about it, we'll go to a temple and we'll pay for it. So just like that. So I don't believe at all anyone, if they are really thinking that it's really bad, so they should leave out and they should do something else. That's what my thing.
I mean, you're doing it. You sound healthy and coherent. We're having a great conversation, and you have a YouTube channel, and you're answering questions, and you've come to know what you were doing was wrong. I mean, like if you can do it, I just feel like there's always something else people can do.
Yes.
Rather than hurt people, and I feel like a lot more people there need to know that. I mean, you'll find a way. I mean, you do the right thing and the right thing will happen. I really believe that, and I feel like there's just a lot of people doing this that are just bad people because they're making other people's lives very hard. You know, they might see someone's bank account and they say, oh, they have $10,000. They don't know that person might have $15,000 in debt. So I just feel like you're an example, and I feel like more people really need to look at themselves and say, someone else is doing it, I can do it. I don't need to do this. You know, the whole country's not doing it. I know things are tough, but there's got to be a way. I mean, you're living proof. You're out enjoying your life, and you're filming nice things in India, and you're sharing it with YouTube and people. I just feel like people just need to see that there's definitely a better way.
Yes, everyone has a way if they want to. If they don't want to, if they just get in this scam thing, so they cannot go out, I believe. So they just have to think about it that yes, they want to do something. Because I was not having any options. Then I learn about Photoshop, CorelDRAW. Then I learn about video editings and all. Now I'm helping CJ to do it. Sometime I help CJ that how you can edit and how you can. She also helped me. I learned a lot of things from from her. So that's what happens. So once you get into it, so you can have. There are a lot of way that you can have, and you can earn a lot of money over there. Maybe that would be the survival, but for the long time it's illegal. You can share this job to anyone, but in the India there are a lot of people there working in the call center, which is a scam call center. They cannot even share about this to his family, that what he is exactly doing. So I don't want to be like this. If someone asks me what you are exactly doing, so I would like to say them, yes, I'm doing this. This is my YouTube channel. This is my things. I'm doing a good thing. You can do it too. So I want to be like this.
I mean, hopefully now that you're out of it, you go back and you help some people, and you kind of, sometimes it's just one conversation, and maybe somebody needs like a big brother, you know, type of conversation. I mean, I think what you were saying is definitely on point, and I really feel like a lot of those people that are in those centers, you put them in the United States where there's maybe it's a little bit or a lot better than your situation, and there's jobs. I still think that no matter what country they're in, a lot of people are going to be criminals, no matter what country they're in. That's my opinion. I've talked to enough, and there's definitely some good people that are doing bad things, but there's also some people that are just bad no matter where they're going to be. I feel like if they had a corporate job in America, they'd be robbing the company blind. It's just something in them, you know. It's like true evil. But I really feel like some people can be reached, and those are the people that I hope you go back for.
And there's a great question in chat that someone asked, do the scammers, are they taught about scam baiting, or how do they come to know about scam baiting?
Yes, they know about the YouTube channel, but sometimes what happened, the first time I know about scam baiting, let me tell you, First time when I was in the dinner, then my manager used to say that you have to improve your voice, you have to improve your things. So I put all the things in YouTube, and then I find out there are a lot of channel there doing this scam betting. So that's how I know about these scam bettings. So that's how everyone know about. So
they just
it's
figure it
just
out
like
on
that.
their own. They don't.
There is no rocket science about it.
Oh, they just figure it out on their own. Like nobody, like the manager or whatever that trains
Yeah,
them
they just
doesn't tell them.
Yeah, they are doing scam. They have the interest in it. So once they put anything, the tagline in the YouTube search, so they will find out Trilogy Media and TAGOW Media. Everyone is there, so they can find out. They can just think about it.
No, I would sometimes I talk to them about Trilogy Media and Scammer Payback and Jim Browning, but I've never heard them say, "Are you TAGOW?" But I cannot wait for that day.
It'll happen one day, and then you'll be like, "Oh."
When I get into the police department, that only one thing I know about that. No one can stop this scam process. Only one thing that we can do, which is spread the awareness. Spread the awareness to American people. That's how we can save, because this is the game which is going on in India, which is a powerful people game. It's a politician game. So if one call center got raided, then the other one is going to start in the next day. So we cannot stop them. They have a lot of money. They have earned a lot of money. So, someone has a Bitcoin machine here. I just got the information few days ago that one man who was running a call center in West Delhi, and he was having their own Bitcoin machine in United States. Even he is not there. He is in India, but he is having a Bitcoin machine there, and he used to use that Bitcoin machine for only scamming purpose, and police got it. And that was really big thing for him, and he pay like 1 crore. You cannot even think about 1 crore that? He pay to get out from there.
What's a
so
crore?
That's what happens. So there are a lot of powerful people is here.
What's a crore? What's that mean? 1 crore.
1 crore. 1 crore means I don't know how to say in English. 1 crore, it means maybe 1 billion, maybe 1 million, or maybe 1 million, I think.
So the English translation would be, that's a fucking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking lot. 1 crore. 1 CR. It says 1 crore rupees in dollar.
Translate and it says, that's a fucking lot.
Okay. So it's $126,000. So 1 lakh, I don't know how you spell it, how you pronounce it. I believe you guys are not saying 1 lakh. In India, it says 1 lakh, but in United States, I believe you say 1 million, like 1,026,000, 1.2 million.
I think a lakh is 100,000. I could be wrong, but I thought 1 lakh was 100,000. So maybe the crore. I know I can't say it. Maybe that's a million.
He paid. There are a lot of people is here who is really powerful, and they guys have a lot of money. And the payday call center one, he was threatening people. He was threatening agents that if anyone have any power, just come there with a police officer, do anything. I have a lot of money, I can pay them, I can buy them. So that's what he says, in front of everyone, in front of all the call centers. So you can think about how powerful he is. So no one can beat him. So that's what it is. It's just like that.
It's so fascinating, man. It's almost you're the perfect person to speak with. I can go on for hours. Hopefully, I know you have a personal friendship with CJ, but hopefully we can keep talking further after our little stream here, because
sure.
There's so many questions I want to ask you, and I have a lot of friends that were from Bangladesh, and I know that you know about that. So you know, I can tell you about Dhaka, Cox's Bazar, my experience with a lot of people from Bangladesh, and then of course I'm trying to learn Hindi, so I think you'd be a perfect tutor. So I mean, we'll talk more later on about that. But I was checking out your YouTube channel, and I did come across the video, and I used one of those songs in one of our videos. Pasori, I think, is the name of the song. Like, how important is music to you? And you're a young guy, so I'm sure it's important to a lot of people. But I mean, is music like something that's you're very passionate about? Because the music that you've chosen for each video seems like you've spent time. Like certain videos where the rocks are hitting the waves, you have, you know, nice piano music playing, and then Pasori is an upbeat song, and then the other guy who's very popular, and forgive me if I butcher the name, Arjit Singh, maybe.
Arjit Singh, right?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, in the last 6 months, I've learned a lot about Punjabi rap and Hindi music and Bollywood songs. But my question is, like, I mean, how important is the music to you and for your videos?
Well, once you put a video on a YouTube channel or anywhere, if people want to see your video, then you should have a good music on it. So I am Indian, so I know all the Indian people, which music is there, like which music is trending based right at this moment. So I choose according to that. I search in the YouTube that which music is going on nowadays. So according to that, I put my video on it, because when I used to shoot video, first of all, I shoot video according to the music. First of all, I find out which music I'm going to use, and according to that music, I used to shoot my video. That's what I'm doing.
So he does it opposite. He does the music first, then he shoots the video.
Yes, because according to the music, I used to get videos, because I love a lot of English songs though, so I want to use those songs too, but I don't have that kind of video right at this moment. I have to shoot those videos in order to do this in English. I know one English singer, which is Selena Gomez. Her song, which is her song name, which is it's Same Old Love. So that I really like. So I have to use that song. And also Justin Bieber.
So, like, it was very sad to me, and I won't bore the chat because a lot of people don't, you know, I guess listen to the same types of music I do, and this is a scam show. But I do want to speak with somebody who's a younger person in India. I was a big fan of Sidhu Moosewala. I had just discovered
he got died.
Before his shot. I mean, he was shot. And to India, I think for the younger generation, I mean, that's like for me when I was young and Tupac Shakur was shot to death, or Biggie. I mean, can you just speak a tiny bit about that? Like, was it big among the younger generation? Like a famous rapper was shot to death.
Right, we all love Sidhu Moosewala, and he was really a legend rapper. In these days, he was the legend one in rapping industry in India, and the Punjabi singers, and we all really very sad about it, that he got shot for the criminal things. And it was just you know, it was just happened because he was the man who is on his word. It's just a politician thing, because he got politician thing, and that's the reason. So he joined the politics. Yeah, yep. He joined politics, and then it was happened.
Yep. I mean, his voice was just so amazing. I mean,
oh my God.
Like I mean, anybody who's a fan of rap music, and even if you're not, I mean, his voice is just so good, so powerful. And I mean, I don't understand a lot of. Sometimes I'll find stories where they'll translate it in English, so I can follow the news, like about the gangster in prison who they say orchestrated it. And I haven't followed it in the last couple of weeks, but it was just such a sad story because it sounded like he was trying to do very good things.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, one thing that I would like to say in this.
Anything you want. Keep it clean, though. I mean, you can say mutter chode, you can say chuthia, but if you say fuck, we may have to beep it out later.
Even though you just said it.
One thing I would say that right now in Delhi, there are a few call centers who are working in the Amazon process, but I would say Amazon is going down because it's a good news for Americans, because all the way Americans, even Hawaii, because scammers love the Hawaii customers. It's a really very
Hawaii?
different thing.
Like the
Scammers
state of
love
Hawaii?
Hawaii people, and scammers love Spaniel people. Because Spaniel people, they don't easily understand in English language, and so that's the reason they used to follow their step, and that's the reason they fall for scam. So that's the reason they love it. And the second thing is Hawaii. We didn't have the Hawaii data over here for a lot, so Hawaii data, it's really costly, really expensive for scammers. So Hawaii is the different time zone over there, so that's the reason whoever is working in Hawaii sector, so they have to call like maybe in the first of the morning according to our Indian time. So in the Hawaii people, they don't get scam much, so that's the reason scammers love Hawaii people, because if they find out anyone in Hawaii, so they can convert in sale at any point. And so the ratio, the scam converting ratio is big and big in Hawaii. So that's the reason people love Hawaii people, scammers.
And,
that's what I'm
I
talking.
do get a lot of scam calls from the Hawaii area code. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. There's a lot of text now, Hawaii area codes they're always calling me from. Just
you're talking about the scammers?
Yeah.
They used to do it. They try to do it because what they're exactly trying to do. Text now is a service. They can change the number at any point in time. Right.
Exactly.
So that's they used to change the number. They use the temp email, I would say. They use temp email and they create one by one. Like once in the like you got scam, then they certainly they will change the number in this next moment. They will change the number accordingly, so no one can get them up. So that's the reason. So make sure I want.
Yeah, no,
sorry.
go ahead.
Go
No,
ahead.
you please. Yeah, go ahead, please.
I want you and I want everyone, whoever is scam baiting. So just try and spread awareness in Hawaii and the Espanol people. Just save them. I would say that's my message for everyone, whoever is doing scam baiting.
That's a great
Okay, that's
message.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we will try.
Thank you so much for that.
Oh, you're welcome. So wherever I know the information, I'm just trying to share with here, because if anyone got saved for my voice, for my things, so it would be very happy for me. I just need the good wishes. Don't need money. I don't need anything. I just need good wishes.
Yeah, I mean, that's
what I
awesome
want.
that you would say that, and we want to help you as much as we can. I mean, you're one of the good guys now, so definitely it's a pleasure talking to you. You're fascinating to talk with, and I really want the best of everything for you. I want to see your channel grow. I have a passion for your country now. After doing this for a year, it's led me to discover all this new music, and I'm watching lots of Hindi movies on Netflix. And I mean, my life has changed in the last year. And yeah, I have to deal with scammers about 8 hours a day. I deal with the thugs in your country, but there's a lot of good there I've discovered, and I think that your channel is just a stepping stone of really exposing how wonderful your country is. And I know that there's a lot of other bigger channels that are doing that as well. You do it in a little bit of a different way, so I really would urge you to please just don't give up and continue, and give us more. You have a lot of subs. A lot of people now are sub to you, so the pressure's on, brother.
Thank you so much. I will go ahead with this and I'm not gonna stop with this. And I promise you I will come with this streaming channel again and I'll talk to you. I really love to talk to you now. You're just really a good it was nice talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
really
no, I
happy.
hope you're a regular here. And I hope. I don't know if CJ's been watching chat. I haven't really. I've been just so fascinating talking with you. I don't know if people have questions for you. I'm sure everybody is fascinated by you as well. I don't want to miss anybody. I just haven't been looking at chat.
Yeah, and I just want to
Well, I will promise that every day we'll have a new conversation and new topic over there. I will have, and I'll love to share with that.
Okay, awesome.
With this
I'm gonna hold you to that.
He can do the Indian
I'm gonna hold
news.
you to that.
Yeah, he can do
I'm gonna
the
get your
Indian
personal
news.
phone number and I'm gonna say, okay, how do I say "hey" in Hindi? Because are they? It's driving me crazy. I can't roll my R's. I don't know how you guys do it. Are. So I'm gonna be asking you questions like that.
It's just like OA. OYE. OYE.
Yeah, but
O as in Oscar,
you-
Y as in yellow, E as in elephant. So
Oye.
OYE. Oye. Yes. Oye.
Oye. Oye.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And okay, you will learn Hindi too. I'll help you there. You don't
All
have
right.
to worry.
I appreciate it.
By the way,
I'm sorry, CJ. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I just wanted to say that our friend with nature here has an extreme amount of talent. He's very creative. He can draw. He has like super good ideas. So I'm just really glad that you got out of that. And I really think that if you can hone in on use all your talents, like you have an awesome future ahead of you. So we definitely wish the best for you. And just remember that you are special and you have great things to offer the world. So.
Well, if anyone want to see my drawings and everything, so I'll go and keep it up for everyone, for your channel, for your audience, and I'm going to put my link over here for my Instagram. You can go there and you can check out there. All the things is available.
Yeah, he has some of his drawings.
Awesome.
He has a couple. You just have a couple things that you drew there, but then you have all your beautiful photography and stuff that's not easy to post on YouTube. So.
All right, I did this, and I really appreciate that people like me, I believe. And well, my main motive is this. The reason why I'm in this streaming with TAGOW Media, the reason behind it, I want to spare my things to the American people because I really love Americans, because Americans are like this. If you just want to frank with them, they will frank with you. They are really very supportive. They are really very friendly, and that's really good thing. And that's the advantage scammers are getting.
Right.
That's the only advantage that scammers are getting in order to scam people. So they're really good. I really love Americans. I really love.
Yeah, we were just talking about that yesterday, I think, weren't we? How I was saying how it seems like the people that get scammed are just usually they're just very nice people and they don't even think twice that this person could be a liar, you know, because they're just so nice.
Right.
Don't you feel that way?
Exactly.
Generally speaking.
Exactly. I faced this many times. You know, I cry about myself sometime. I cried because there was a lady. She got scammed $40,000 in the SSN call center, Social Security Administration. So she had a plan. She had a plan for a vacation trip, and she had the tickets and all. She had the flight tickets and all. And the earlier the day, she got a call from someone, which is Social Security Administration, and there was a man who was a British. He know about how to speak British English, and he was very good with the British English, and he was pretending he was a police officer there, and she was really shaken. You know, I have the recording. Sometime I will share with you that you can upload it on. So she was shaken on this call, and she got $40,000 scammed. First day she got wire transferred, And the next day, her husband just asking her that, just tell me why you don't want to go with me with the vacation. She said, I cannot share with you why I don't want to go with you. You can go with your children and you can go there for vacation, but I don't want to go. So that's what happened with their family. And I believe it come with the divorce.
Oh my God.
Her husband says that if you don't want to come with me, then maybe you have a boyfriend, maybe you have that, and that kind of relationship issue that come on with this. And the police officer who was pretending the police officer, he said that no, you don't have to say anything, make sure do not say anything, if you say anything I'll arrest you. So that's what happened, you know. So that time I was crying. This is something has happened with the relationship.
I mean, we didn't really get into like personal things. I didn't really want to bring back those dark memories. But I mean, would you be able to talk about like, I mean, how many times would you get a call before somebody kind of fell victim? Did you have to like take 100 calls, 200 calls? Can you speak a little bit about that, or do you want to wait till next time? Whatever you're comfortable doing.
See, there are process, which is if you go a call center, if they have a VC dial, it's a process, it's a tools for getting calls. So it's a VC dial, it says. So if you have a VC dial, then you have to pick up at least 150 call in a day, in the whole night. And if you have a blasting service, if you have a TFN like TFN or DID, so you will get calls like very low calls, like in a day, maybe you will get 20 calls or maybe 15 calls, but that would be very segregated calls. That would be very costly calls. And sometimes the pop-up calls will go on like the Microsoft one. It just need only 6 call in a day, 6 call, and it will go up. Just need 6 call. I know the call rates, I know the call cost and everything I know about. All the technical stuff, how it costs, how expensive it is. If you want to tell me here, I can do it, or either you can make a new video over it. That's all yours.
Gotcha. Yeah, we can go into detail about other of those other times next time, but it's been so awesome talking to you. I think you were probably one of my favorite people to ever talk with, and we've had a lot of potent people on with us. You know, if Britney Spears called me tomorrow and said, I'll come on your show, and I had with nature, I'm probably gonna pick you. So you're
I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
It's just been so awesome, and you've been so forthcoming and everything. I can't say enough good things about you, man. I really wish you the best.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And a lot of people,
CJ, you want to say something?
And I just want to say, like, everyone on Twitch, like, thank you guys so much for everything that you do, and here too. Sorry, not just Twitch, but you know, when you guys are so gracious and give me bits and subs, I'm using it to try to help people like with nature, not help them, but like have him work with me, have him improve my content, and then also helping him make his ends meet. Like he said, it's hard to get a job there. It's hard to survive, especially when you're completely alone. He doesn't have family to live with. So I just want to thank everyone so much for the support, because not only are you supporting me, but you're supporting other victims, and as well as awesome people like this that have a lot of talent, and the world needs to see that talent. So just want to say thanks.
Thank you so much, CJ. Thank you so much for it. Thank you so much. Oh, well, thank you everyone. Yeah. I believe everyone have a good knowledge about this. Well, I'm gonna come on with this show, and I'm gonna keep sharing all the details, whatever I got, and every day I promise you, you will have a new details, and you will have a relevant details about these scams.
Man.
Yeah,
anytime.
Awesome.
Port of the Kabe. Did I say that right? And then Bengali, Port of the Kabe.
Pore dekha hobe. Yes, and that means we will meet you again.
I hope so, brother. I did say it right.
All right.
What you were saying.
You say right. It's just really nice that you have a Bengali language too. Pore dekha hobe. Right.
Yeah, I don't want to get too confused just because I'm still trying to figure out how to say "hey" in Hindi, but I still kind of remember some of the Bengali that I picked up in the mall from my good friends from Cox Bazar in Dhaka. So,
Well, I have a better option to learn it Hindi language and Bengalis, so you don't have to worry. I'll help you out there.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, thank you so much, man. We'll see you.
Thank you. Love you.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
Be ready to work soon. We got work to do, so don't get too comfortable.
With nature, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you
Go
so
check
much.
out his videos.
All right. Well, that was amazing.
Wow.
I think
That was cool. That was hello Stephanie, hello New. I was just watching the chat, and I have not been chatting. I've been just blown away just listening to that young man talk. That's what it's all about. I love talking to people like that. He was awesome.
Yeah, so much. PJ, actually, Jim Browning explained that question to me. She asked about why don't they want you to hang up? Jim told me last week that that's absolutely true. That they pay for obviously any incoming calls that come in and that aren't ended by them. Those are free. Outgoing calls or calls that they end cost money. Oh, thank you so much, Bramble. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So yeah, it does.
Thank you so much, Bramble.
I mean, not a whole lot of money, but it like if you add it up, it does save them money, so that's why.
I was curious about that too. I don't know if it's from call center to call center or how you can tell the difference, like who's paying for what. But I mean, that little goofy video that you played of mine, I called Norton that day about 10 times, and to get that interview with that guy, I was hung up. That was the Amazon scam 21 times. I think it was the 22nd time that the guy stayed on the phone with me because I was blaring Hindi music. So he wanted to see what that was about, and then he happened to be a great interview, but they hung up on me right away, and I was like, aren't they paying for that each time? But you're saying it's not a lot, so maybe the scammer might not even know that the boss has to pay, right?
Yeah. I mean, of course, the opener, doesn't care that much, but at the same time, I'm sure they would get scolded if they look at their stats and they hung a lot of calls up because it did cost them more money. So, because, all of that is recorded with these VoIP services. They all use the VoIP services. And, same with me. I use a VoIP to call scammers. So when I call out, I pay per call. When I get a call in, I don't pay for that. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. And then when they're getting an incoming call, it's considered, it's considered incoming if they, it's incoming, and then if they don't hang up and that person hangs up, it's almost like, I think from the VoIP's perspective, it's like the person had no control over it. So the company had no control, let's say, because legitimate companies do use VoIP systems. So the company has no control over who calls them and how long the duration is, right? So that's why they don't charge for that. But the company does have control over how many outbound calls they're having and how long, if they hang up on those. And also, I think it's also another thing of, I don't know, if they're making a lot of calls and then the calls are short and they're hanging up, I don't know, it had something to do with that too. So, But yeah, it's all a big scheme to get money. And then Scam Hunter, to answer your question, they scam because they make more money as scammers than they would in legitimate jobs, or they don't have schooling and they have trouble finding legitimate jobs, and the US dollar is worth so much that they can get paid a lot of money. But on Ching, DA always has good one-liners. He said, "Sounds phony."
Yeah, I'm telling you, we went over that last time. DA needs to be a comedy writer. He's just got that wit about him.
Yeah, I'm gonna recruit him to write some jokes.
But yeah, I mean, thank you for getting him on our show and putting us in touch with him, and that was just awesome. I mean, that's like perfect. Like, I wish we could talk to more people like that.
Yeah.
I mean, my day is made. I mean, talking with him about stuff, and it was just amazing. So thank you.
Yeah, and thanks. And he does a lot for me. There's been a couple days where I had breakdowns on the phone with him, like especially with Charlie. There was one day he called, and I was just like crying and crying about Charlie, and he's just like so kind sitting there. So he's a very nice guy, and so I really hope that we can try to help him pave a good future for himself, because he has a lot of talent. He has a good heart. Yeah, he was involved in some other things, but he got out of it. So, hopefully we can help him.
Yeah, no, it's a great story. I mean,
plus I'm not.
Some people can change.
Yeah.
So it's living proof that sometimes it's just a little bit of luck and meeting the right people and having the basis of knowing right from wrong. You put all three of those things together and anything's possible.
Yeah, and also again, I keep saying like I'm helping him. I'm not helping him. Everything, like he does a lot for me, and he's whatever I have given him, which is not much at all because I don't have much, he's 100% earned. So we just I'm so grateful that we crossed paths, and sounds like he's going to give us regular updates.
Yeah, you would be a good regular. So we'll have the news with Chester, and we'll have with Nature giving us scam updates, because he seems like he knows a lot.
Yeah.
And just wanted to shout out Dave, previously Thrill Seeks. Carolyn's okay. She just had her operation. So
okay, well, we wish Carolyn well.
Our prayers are with her.
Yes.
But it sounds like it was good. So we're all happy for you, Dave, and for Carolyn.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, and we'll definitely be praying for Carolyn. All right. Well, I'm hungry, so I think this is a great place to end. We already had at least a little bit of a scam call earlier today, and I have a bunch of footage that I'm trying to look through from last week and figure out how in the world I'm going to make a video out of it. So
and if you're new, we normally would rage at scammers and make funny phone calls for the last half hour or whatever of the show. But today, I think it's just a perfect place to end. I mean, it was a deep, epic type of conversation with that young man, and we're both hungry. And I promise when we come back next time, if you want to see that type of thing, we'll probably do it. I mean, that's just who we are. We love calling the scumbags.
Yep, and we did have a call earlier, so it's not like we didn't have any today, but just not.
Yeah, and that could be ongoing too. I mean, that can still be an ongoing saga, because no matter how much you rage at one of those idiots, they're still going to be texting you all throughout the day, I'm sure, that I'm the scammer, and they're still going to be trying to get you to give them money. Right. So I forgot we started off like that. Yep. Are you going to be on Twitch later?
Yeah, maybe. But I have band practice today, so my day's a little tight because I have to work on some editing. I got 2 videos I'm working on now, so. Oh,
that's right, and it's already Thursday, and you want to make sure that premiere is all set for Monday, right?
I'm gonna try to get it done to premiere on Monday. I know like my premieres the last month haven't been regular, but I'm also trying to make sure that I don't it's a really good, the content is good. The content is just like an interview with a money vendor or whatever you call them, the one that redeems the cards. And so I don't want to rush the editing and then devalue the content. So if I have to take more time, I will. And then I'm also working on, all of us will be premiering videos at the same time about our call center experience. We have a tentative date, but I'll let you guys know for sure when it gets more set in stone. So I also have that to work on, because I don't want everyone, I know everyone's is going to be wonderful, mine's not going to be as good, but I still want to make it.
That's pressure right there. You're with some pretty potent individuals in the scam baiting world, and to have you guys all do a video the same day, like premiere, that'll be cool.
Yeah, but it is kind of pressure. So, oh my God, Raz, thank you so much for the super chat.
Raz, come on, Raz.
Yeah.
Make me cry.
Raz.
It's just not. Thank you, Raz.
So thank you so much today to MJ, Dave, DA, Socrates. You like that name? Sorry.
I love soccer. I love that name. It's such a play on words. And before I forget to, before you read the super chats and everything, I just we were gonna play a Scam Tunes video. I had reached out to him, and he was definitely cool with us playing his video. Not that it's not public; it's on his channel. Scam Tunes just put out a pretty creative video where he was playing guitar and he was singing 8675309, and I thought it would be a cool video to play today. And I did tell him. I don't know if he's still here or not, but we just got. We ran out of time today, but definitely check out Scam Tunes.
Well, I'll play it on Tuesday for sure. And Tuesday we're gonna have scambait.net on, who does a lot of blogging about scams. So that'll be interesting.
And the other thing I forgot, which was very important today, because we were with Nature's channel. There's a video on there with ducks, and who doesn't love a cute little duck? I mean, you have to go see that video. If you're going to watch one video today, besides the one I'm going to release, no, I'm just kidding. Definitely go check out his channel and look at the duck video. It was so cute.
And it's just a short, so it's definitely worth going. It is really cute. So, okay.
That's what she said.
Thank you so much to MJ, Dave's Adventures, DA, Socrates, Zeb and Zeb, Bramble, and Raz. Thank you guys so much for your super chats, and to all the members and mods for supporting the show. We super appreciate it. And we will be back on Tuesday with scambait.net. And I'm not sure, I'm still in the works for next Thursday. I'll let you guys know. And then thanks again to With Nature. I pinned his Instagram channel above. And Take just posted his YouTube channel. If you're on Instagram, I highly recommend you go follow him on Instagram, because he posts a lot of wonderful photography there that's hard to post on YouTube. So please go check that out. So thank you guys so much. We love you, and we will see you. I'll be back before Tuesday to stream and blah, blah, blah. I might have my premiere on Monday at 10, so be on the lookout. If I don't have my premiere, I'll be streaming on Twitch Monday at 10. And love y'all, and we will see you Tuesday, right?
Yep. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Sorry we couldn't chat much today, but I did see who was here, and I really appreciate you being here. So thank you so much.
Thank y'all. Bye.
Later.
You're connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again. You have